Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another hunting adventure. So, on this trip, what I'll be doing is mostly I'll be um, I'll be walking through what I usually do when I hunt on public land. What are the basic steps that I follow? Uh, it's just purely based on my own experience. You know Others might have a different opinion and others might have a different approach to it, but this is something that I have developed for myself, and it has worked for me. But yeah, it's like, but no one can ever guarantee success on public land, because you're up against different odds, like other hunters, and you know other aspects as well. So anyways, I've done a bit of online scouting of some of these areas, and I have identified some good transition points where I think the deer might be held. So it's no guarantee, but it's always better to come with a plan rather than just coming to a forest and thinking that you might bump into them. So it's always good to come with a plan, so that once you're here, you can always change your plan once you're here, but adapt to it. But it's always good to start have a good starting point, and that's what I've done. I've chosen an area which has a good transition between natives and pines, and it runs along a creek, which in my experience are very, very productive areas. So inshallah, we've just reached the forest. My flight got delayed for a couple of hours, so sadly there's no sleep for us. We're just gonna straight away change, and it's sunrise is in about half an hour or so. So there's no point resting. So we're just gonna straight away head out, and let's see, inshallah. Deer or no deer, I'm just happy that I'm out here. Inshallah, if we get something, I'm happy. If we don't get something, at least I'm out here back again, doing what I love to do every day. All right, then I'll keep you guys posted. All right, see you then. So it's about 15 minutes before sunrise, a legal time to hunt, and this is the perfect time to start. It's always better to reach your spot when it's still a bit dark, so that we reach there on time, and then by the time it's fully daylight, then you don't miss them, because this is the time when they start crossing and start getting into their bedding areas. So start early and reach your spot early. It's important to approach your area from the right direction as well. So all of these things need to be considered and planned before you come, rather than reaching and then trying to figure out where to come from. So we have done all the pre-planning, and that's how we try to increase our probability. It's not about getting a deer every time, but it's always about increasing the probability of getting a deer. That's what I'm talking about. Finally some sign. That's a buck. It's not very fresh, it's a few days, but it means it's hanging around. It's we've had quite a action-packed morning. As soon as we got down into the gully, there was sign everywhere, and we bumped into a couple of deer. One of them did give a chance, but it was a spiker, and it was right behind a branch, and I could see its head, but I didn't want to take a chance shooting it. Anyways, we're gonna head back now, head back to the car, and re-strategize, what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. Maybe scout some new areas for the evening session. Man, came so close a couple of times. It was just not meant to be, I guess. It's alright. That's hunting. It's all part of hunting. Alright. Onwards and upwards. Inshallah. Fingers crossed. Very old sign. Yeah. Quite a few passed from here, but very old. I've just reached another patch of ground that I had scouted online. And we're just seeing if there are any movement here. We're not really hunting as of now, but we're just looking if we do find some movement. So you can see this clear game trail that is going through all the way straight. Looks like a heavily used game trail. So the way I do it, so the first half hour in the morning, I basically sit and wait on these type of heavily used game trails. It's not just the game trails. If I'm seeing a lot of footprints and deer droppings in this area as well, that means they're hanging around or maybe eating in this area. That's another sign. So it's just not random. We're trying to connect the dots here by putting all these points on our map and then try to make a pattern. And then the next time you come, you can come better equipped with all this information. So as you can see, look at that. It's this clear-cut game trail that is going all the way through into that, from the native plantation to that eucalypt, where there is a creek as well. So very productive. We just came back from scouting some areas, and we found some good productive areas where we think there might be deer moving in there. So we'll probably be heading in one of those areas this afternoon. Slightly disappointed, no doubt about it, because I should have been more cautious of when I was heading in that area. It's only subconsciously I was like, oh, this is the first time I'm in here. I just had scouted that area online, and I was just looking more down, looking for sign rather than looking up. Sometimes we get so much involved in the signs that we just forget to also look up. But anyways, it's good news that there are deer there. Definitely, we saw them. We saw two of them. We bumped into two of them, but just couldn't get a chance to shoot. Not gonna give up. Definitely not gonna give up. Gonna try harder and harder. Definitely, that's the beauty of hunting. That's the harder you try, the bigger the prize. It's about what it's 10:02 right now, so it's not really prime time, but we're just gonna head out back into those areas that we scouted. There's a creek that runs across that area over there, and what we did, and it led us to this wide open country, short pine. Suddenly it's just now, what happens is now you can start putting in some patterns here. You can start developing some patterns over here. So there's a creek there. There's food source over there. There's food source over here. And now what you need to do is to see where are they crossing this point, where are they coming from there to here at this point. So now what we have done, we were just walking this track, and now we start seeing this sign. Now it's a bit old, but nonetheless it tells you, it starts putting a picture together that they might be crossing, they might be getting into this area where they are bedded. And we just bumped into a couple of deer again over here. So now I'm now starting to paint a picture here that they might be feeding in the night over there, or somewhere wide over there in the private property over there, and they are coming through this open country into this pine. So that's how we start developing patterns. Not assuming that you're gonna shoot every time, but it's about increasing the probability that every time you come, you have a higher chance of getting it, because now you know you have a pattern. And now while I'm just walking through this area, I'm seeing so many footprints along this road. So this is gold. So this information is actually gold, and you can use this to your advantage. And that's the reason I always stress on scouting. You know, you can't do enough of scouting. Just, you know, I can't say that enough. I might be sounding like a broken record, but the more you walk, the more you scout an area, you get to know the animal pattern and the behavior and the terrain, and that's higher chance for you to be successful. So right now we are on a creek, as you can see, and there's a gully that follows it right along this creek, in this direction, So we're just gonna move forward like that. So we're just gonna move along this creek like this. Very, 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 very productive. There's water source, there's food source. Perfect habitat for a deer. You just have to move very, very slowly. It can just come any moment. You just have to expect the unexpected. When it comes to deer, they can just pop out from anywhere. So, walking very slowly, taking 5 steps and stopping, 5 steps and stopping for a minute. Class, move. That's our strategy right now. That is very promising. Not very old. Oh man, we are so close to them. I can almost smell them. There's so much sign here. So much sign. Now this is a classic example of a bedding area. There's a valley. They have a cover through that valley from there. They have cover from that valley over there. And there is a nice shaded place next to water. And look at this. Flat area with full of footprints. Classic bedding area. The way they choose their bedding area is you can see from here, they have a view of every direction from everywhere. So if there is any threat coming, they would be able to see it even before we see them. Perfectly hidden space. Subhanallah. And this is not even old. They are still wet. All right, let's move on. That's like me and my wife every night. I don't know if I shot it. I couldn't see it. Yeah.
It dropped actually. It dropped, I saw it dropped.
You sure?
Yeah, we need to wait here. Don't chase it. Let's wait for a while.
No, we can move
I knew where it ran.
I just saw it. I just saw its eyes,
No,
and I had to take a quick shot.
No, I saw you hit it. And
Did it drop or did it run?
it dropped. I mean, it kind of like dropped and it started running in the pine, I think. But let's wait here. Don't because we might spook him. So it might fall somewhere in the pine somewhere.
Shit.
But it's getting dark, man. What do we do?
We'll have to look. We can't leave it.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough search.
Let's just wait for 5 minutes and then go have a look. Guess what, guys? Last night shot this, and it's a nice buck, small spiker, but good eater, man. Oh man. Oh, finally. Shahid bhai, I need a hug. I need a hug, man. Oh, it took us so long. This was a total 1 hour job from the time we took the shot. It's already dark. But it was worth it. It was worth it. A great man once said, I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, I love it. I love this life. I love this. Oh, he's beautiful.
Beautiful, right?
Beautiful. He is absolutely gorgeous. Good neck shot. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's head back now. What do you think, Shahid bhai?
Wonderful.
How do you feel?
Oh, super excited.
What do you think about the stalking we did? How much did we hike? We hiked for about almost 10.
There was some stalking we did.
Yeah, it was about 10 kilometers.
10 k's and hard terrain.
Hard
It was
terrain.
not just normal.
Yes,
stalking.
hard terrain.
Hard terrain. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah means
It was a fruitful.
it was, yes, we made a plan.
We made it.
We came in with a
Yeah.
plan. We
Allah made it.
we scouted the area,
Yeah.
and all the pieces came together, and alhamdulillah, Allah granted us this beautiful fallow buck. Alhamdulillah, can't be happier. Now it's time to party. So alhamdulillah, we're back to the camp. We have gutted the deer and we have hanged it with the skin. We're really happy, really thrilled, but really tired as well. We walked for about I think more than 12 kilometers, stalking and stalking and stalking. Every time we came close to it, I thought, I'm gonna see it any moment. So yeah, it was really exciting. I have no words. Anyways, let's do this. I'm gonna see you guys in the morning then. See ya. In part 2 of this hunting adventure, watch how me and my friends explore new hunting grounds and put our pre-hunt plans into action. You don't want to miss this one, as I provide hot tips on how to maximize your chances of spotting a deer before they spot you. Join me in an engaging and informative session that will equip you with the necessary knowledge to become a successful and responsible public land hunter.